Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and today's shave is Declaration Grooming Nightman soap. If you remember a while back, a month or so ago, I did the Dayman, and this is the complimentary Nightman. And the razor of the day is something new, something. It's been out for, I don't know, the past year or so, and I saw it at a good price, so I picked it up. It's called the Everyday Shaving brand razor. And what makes this special? Let's actually just kind of show it to you. It is an aluminum razor, so it's a lighter metal. Aluminum's got a little honeycomb pattern on one side, and it's got like this deep groove on the other. The honeycomb is not real deep, but it does grab well. Actually, I did notice it does have a good ability to grip it. And that groove, I thought, well, why don't you just do the honeycomb on both sides? But I kind of like that deep groove. I kind of like it on my thumb side. It's kind of where I've discovered. I've only used it a couple of times here this week, so I have used it. So this is not a first use, even though I got it this past week here. But what really sets us apart too, as well as besides the metals, is it doesn't screw in the top cap and what have you. Let me show you how to get this off. And there is a blade in here, so I'm going to try to be careful with this. So I'm holding up to hold up face level. It's kind of high, so I'm pulling it off hard. Oh, there we go. So it comes off with its magnets. Magnets holds it on. So yeah, you see the two magnets in the top cap. There's my razor blade. It's a Gillette Silver Blue. Let's just pull it off so you can see everything here. So yeah, I got magnets there. And you say, magnets, that's not going to hold. It's going to fall apart. I can tell you, I've used it twice, and it didn't budge. And it's like, no. And it's got the four holder posts in the corners. It's like an old style way of doing it. Let me see here as I get this lined up. There we go, lining it up without glasses on. So let me just take a quick peek here because, yeah, we don't want to have any catastrophes. Yep, it lines up well. Magnet's holding it like really well, really well. And this top cap goes on. You can tell it's a strong magnet. So you see the little finger grooves, and so it dips in on the side, so make it so you can grab it to pull it off. So yeah, nice thought there. Now I'm just going to try and line it up on first, and there we go. And there's holes, of course, in the cap for those four post holes. So it lines up perfectly, does not budge. Those magnets are strong. So I just thought it was some different tech. I just thought, yeah, I got to show you guys. Now, I will tell you up front, this is a mild razor. Truthfully, even with this Gillette on there, it's still a tick too mild for my taste. But I haven't tried to feather it yet either. So, yeah, we still got to, you can adjust the aggressiveness of razors with the different blades you use as well. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be, next time I use this, I'll probably put a feather in it to give that a shot. I might even try it tomorrow, we'll see. But this is day 2 on the Gillette Silver Blue. First blade in there I tried was the Astra Green. I try to use that most of the time on a new razor. But yeah, so that's where we're at today with that. Wash the face. You can't, dark shirt, you can't tell with a damp or not. But yeah, wash the face just before I turn the camera on here. So, and oops, I didn't show you the soap. Let me show you the taking that cap off. Oh yeah, so there's, of course, my one scoop taken out. This container now goes in a pile with all the other previous samples that I used. I only use them once, and then I save them for a giveaway. So in the future, yeah, just had a giveaway. So you're probably looking at a couple months before I have 2 to 3 months before I have another giveaway. But yeah, so there's that. So, but and now the scent profile in this. Let me tell you that it says the Nightman. Of course, it's interchangeable with the Dayman. So they don't share any of the same scent ingredients at all. And I remember liking the Dayman. I can't exactly remember the scent profile I had, but I remember being pleasant, and it stuck in my mind that yes, I did like it. The Nightman, it says it's citrus forward with lime, booze, who knows what, booze, and then woods. And what do I smell at my nose? So for my nose, I get like a fir balsamy, piney, green scent. That's what I really pick up for this. The scent, the citrusy might be a little back up there for a little bit of sweetness on it, what have you. But I really smell a preponderance of that woodsy green scent. That's what I smell. And of course, I whipped it up already. This is my hybrid. So that is a Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements 400 style handle with an AP Shaveco Sinbad knot in it. And then, of course, in my Shave Nation bowl with the bumps in it. I like the bumpy bowl. Some people don't really like the bumpy bowl. I like the bumpy bowl. Some people really have strong opinions on the bowls. They like the lines versus the bumps. I never had a bump one before. I tell you, I enjoy it. I like it. I got the Lions one, like of course some of the other bowls and so on. So I have some with cross lines and circular lines, all kinds of stuff. So I have a variety of bowls. And yeah, I enjoy this one as well as the others. But it whipped up very nice, nice and peaky. Let's get this on the face. Oh, get the glasses off, don't need those on. Yeah, a strong preponderance of that green, woodsy, fir, balsam, pine type scent. In that vein. So it doesn't smell like a pine board at the lumberyard. It does not smell like that. It's more greeny, more earthy. So like it hasn't been treated with chemicals and all that. So yeah, so it smells closer to a Christmas tree, for example, but not quite. But it is very green, very nice. I do enjoy it. And I'm thinking the citrus is more of a background scent on this for me on my nose. But I'm already thinking about what to do for the aftershave afterwards. I think I'm going to combine two. Well, stay tuned for that piece. There we go. So that's all prepped. Now you see to the finish, it's not polished or anything. It's just a kind of a plain aluminum types, finish. Warming it up. I'm not being careful with it in the sink. Not even looking, because that magnet is strong. There we go. 2 shakes or 3 shakes. There we go. And it really does. Now they say the gap is not real strong. It's on the flatter side, and usually for me, I was concerned because flatter razors are more aggressive razors a lot of times. But in this case, no. No, it is not. This is, to me, is a very mild razor. Of course, 2 days of whisker growth. Now, I will tell you, as far as blade angle on your face, it's got a narrower zone than some. As far as if you're just off a little bit, you're just not going to get it to shave right. So my first shave didn't go the greatest. It's learning a new razor. Duh. We all have to do that with all the razors. Some are more forgiving than others and more of a generous type of angles it'll allow you to shave at. This is a little bit tighter in that respect. This seems to be just about spot on for me, this angle. Yes, I'm flipping it around. I got that on. I said I like it preferred on my thumb, but I'm experimenting with it. So yeah, it's on my pointer finger too instead, and the thumb is on this. Just to experiment, just to try different grips. Well, so pass one is done. See, it's not budging. Those magnets, extremely strong. I know at full price, I was a little skeptical with that. Magnets, how good could they be and all that? But I'm telling you, they're pretty good. It's working real good. What this scent reminds me of, but it is slightly different. It is different, but reminds me of, who makes it? Is it Barrister Man makes 42, I think? 42. That's what it reminds me of, 42. I've tried samples of 42 before. And of course, Barrister Man is one of my top favorite brands of soaps. Especially that current milk steak formula that they have. Very much appreciate that soap. There we go. And that's in Midnight, and that handle are just very soft and nice. Just really enjoy it. It's a very springy. If I had shown you the knot before I started putting soap oil in and everything, it's just, if you like brush your hand against it, like spring, you can see the spring and it comes out right back. But it's not overly harsh on the splay. It doesn't, it doesn't push hard. It presses kind of easy, really. Oh, missed. Oh, there we go. It's coming in for the wrong angle. With that first one down too, I didn't have the angle right. And again, too, this is like any razor. You learn your razor, you learn, how, its nuances, and you're good. You don't even think about it once you've learned it. For me, because it's a new razor for me still, it's only third use. Still getting the hang of getting the right angle there. I went back there because I started right and I moved it just out of angle, and then I went back over it again. That was a good pass. So you're getting it. I am pressing a little bit because it's so light. It's aluminum. It's not a heavier metal one. It's just a light razor. So I give it a little bit of pressure. And if you're coming over from doing a multi-blade, a lighter aluminum type razor is not a bad deal because you're used to pressing anyway. So you're not going to really destroy your face and hurt yourself and cut yourself with a full like steel razor, whatever, something heavier that doesn't require that. Till you learn, you can have to transition. So yeah, my first shave was the first ever DE shave was a little harsh because I was pressing a little bit, probably coming from that multi-blade that I'd done for decades before. And when I say I'm pressing lightly. It's a little press. For underneath the nose, I lighten up that. I just go to like weight of the razor only for under the nose because it's a sensitive area for me. And same for like here. Pass to it well, splashing away, and then yeah, that head's going nowhere. Put that down. Just take a quick sip of coffee. Grab my brush. Let's load up for pass 3. You see, this may not displaying well. If you have never built a brush, or maybe you don't own a brush, and you're just getting into this, you don't own a brush yet. I bought the handle, then I bought the head. Now, typically, what you do if you're building a brush, this looks up to 24 or a 26 millimeter knot, for example. Well, I always go to the smaller size to make it more squishy, more splayable. If you go the full size, then it's going to be more firm and a little bit more backbone to it. You got to press a little harder to splay it out. I just particularly enjoy a squishy brush, but the firmer brushes have their place because they give you a little bit backbone for like scrubbing the face and exfoliating a little bit, that type of thing. Not what I'm looking for in a shave brush. And I have washed my face before, or shaved already anyway. So I'm not really looking for that. But if you are, you can do that. That's why you like the Boar's brushes are always firm. Just a very stiffer hair. In fact, if you press on one of those, you can really scratch your face up bad. I know, because I've done it. That's what you're getting used to. But I started with a store-bought Boar brush. That's the first one I ever had. And had that for several years. I think the first like 4 years, all I had was my Edwin Jagger DE89, that green-handled boar brush from Walgreens that I got back in the day, and then I think I started like with the Pro Rasso soaps and what have you too, some basic Edwin Jagger soap, and did splurge on the Taylor Roll Bond Street soaps, and just trying to but I would like buy one container at a time and use that container up and buy something else. Yeah, back in the days of keeping it simple and inexpensive. As they say, I've gone down the rabbit hole. So for me, shaving is more than just a chore I have to do. It's actually, it's with the equipment and the soaps and everything, it's actually enjoyable. Who'd have thought? It's enjoyable. And it's also a hobby. So yes, I collect the razors and the soaps and the aftershaves, yeah. I don't know why I put a third coat of soap underneath there. I usually don't do that, but okay. Now, because it's a little bit more finicky on how much angle it's going to give you to be able to move it around. The chin is probably the toughest spot for me to shave, to get it nice and close. Just not as close as I'd want it to be, just because I'm not good enough to keep it consistent. And I've been doing this for a lot of years. So it is, it's got spinning, but I said, again, this is my only razor, or one of only a few that I'd be using a lot more, and it would be a non-issue. So don't let that comment sway you. I'm just saying, somebody like me with 30 plus razors, this is just one that's going to be a little more concentrating on keeping the angle. Yeah, I could have done better underneath the Adam's apple. There's only so much I'm going to chase it. I'm not going to chase it more than that. So I'm telling you, what caught my eye here, what really was the tech involved with that magnets. And now let's do a buffing pass. Declaration Grooming soap. It's got nice residual slickness, so I can go water only on my neck. Oh yeah, right there's a missed spot. There we go, yeah. There we go. And this is a comfortable, because it is so mild, it's comfortable to shave with. Oh, spot right there. There we go. So yes, nice shave, did well. But it took a little bit more effort. I just had to be concentrating on the angles I'm doing at and talking to you. I get a little distracted, of course. So if you weren't here, I could better focus and it would be less of that. So so take that part with a grain of salt. You get used to a razor and it really does not end up being a problem even if it does have a narrower margin of error that let you angle it. So with that, let me pause and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. Turning on the cold water. Let that start running cold in the sink. Just rinsed, I got a little bleeder there, see? Just rinsed off with a warm face cloth to get this residual soap off. And I didn't feel it when that happened, so I just say it's such a smooth razor, I never even felt that. And if you were paying close attention, when where did I put it? Right here we go. When I took the cap off of this and exposed and showed you the blade, and I was saying it's a Gillette Silver Blue, it was not. And if you looked at it, you will notice it was not a Gillette Silver Blue, it was an Astra Green still. I had not changed up to the more aggressive Gillette Silver Blue. That'll be for next time. So that might make me more happy with this razor. But of course I could go Gillette Silver Blue, and then I could go up to the Feather being the sharpest. So you've got options for making razors more or less aggressive. So yes, but I just thought I would point that out. I caught it and I'm sure some of you did too, so I'll mention it. All right, let me rinse the face off with 2 splashes of cold water. Alrighty. Let me grab my Shave Nation alum. I did just buy a new one of these. Get that over the old bleeding spot there. There we go. Not a lot of stinging going on. Of course, it's such a mild, smooth razor. I'm not expecting there to be. I felt like one spot right there, a little sting there, a couple of little stings, very minor. So yeah, just a very, very mild razor. So the spot, it looks like it's a little red. It's not bleeding, but it is a little. Probably because I did the third pass that I normally don't do. So yeah, it's probably part of it. There we go. Ah, much better, much better. There we go, nice shave. Now for aftershave, it said it was citrus forward, but I smelled the green woodsiness. So I'm going to experiment. We're going to have a little fun. So I'm going to start with some Florida water. Nice citrusy, very citrusy. Pour some of that in the hand. Good little spoon. Now I'm going to take the sandalwood and spray that in there too. There we go. Make my own little custom scent. So woodsy, citrusy, yeah, that's what I was going for. Actually, it doesn't smell half bad. It smells kind of good. Kind of like that little combination. Just having some fun. There we go. Oh, yeah, and if you noticed on the wrist, yeah, I got a new smartwatch. The other ones had died years ago, so this is the Carbonox you see on Facebook advertising, whatever, heavy on Facebook advertising and probably YouTube. I've got a screen cover on there too, so you see a little blotch of like, there's like, it didn't seal really good on that right side. So that's, yeah, I might pull it off. It's supposed to be like a real crystal. But yeah, I want to be able to do the blood pressure and heart rate monitor and all the step counting, all that stuff. So yeah, trying to be a little more healthy. So, all right, guys, nice shave. Enjoyed that. And hope you did too. So just something different. This other was such a different razor, and the price was right. It was like $35 when I bought it, and it's like normally like close to $100 at full price when they first released it and all that. So yeah, I thought it was a very good sale. And this time of year too, for like post Christmas, January, February, March time frame. That's when retailers are, if you're going to get a sale and stuff, that's usually the time. So jump on it while you can. But with that, hope you enjoyed, and go with God.